Climate change is something that affects the whole world, and when it's discussed, it's typically discussed in a more global context. But what does climate change mean for the future of Michigan? What effects of climate change can we feel within, say, the next decade? And what effects are we feeling now? On a more biological scale, many of the animals that we're familiar with here in Michigan have been researched to be moving north, some as much as 10 miles annually. There was a study done in 1991 by the University of Michigan to see the effects of climate change on the local ferns, mammals, and fish of the mixed hardwood forests of the East and Midwest here in Michigan. And what they found was, of course, many of these animals are moving north to more favorable climates. This research done by the University of Michigan in 1991 can be applied now, several decades later. When the southern states of the U.S. are assaulted by harsh weather events like droughts, hurricanes, tornadoes, where will people migrate? Well, the same question was asked by ASAP, or the American Society of Adaptation Professionals. And after collaborating with the city of Ann Arbor and many other towns and scientific committees, they were able to come to the conclusion that the answer lies somewhere around the Great Lakes region of the U.S., particularly Michigan. Now, when you consider it, it makes sense that the ASAP would come to the conclusion that it did. Michigan, having not only an abundance of fresh water due to the Great Lakes, also boasts forests that aren't prone to forest fires, and due to climate change, I guess fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, much warmer winters. This makes Michigan a kind of climate haven for many people who wish to avoid the harsher effects of climate change that will be, in more recent decades, affecting the more southern states of the U.S. What this means is Michigan and its bordering states could potentially become the last bastion for many Americans who seek refuge from the harsher effects of climate change. That is, if we let climate change get any more out of hand.